NaayahRenee. I look a mess. I am a mess. I've been going through some stuff this past week. But I just got an idea, and it just reminded me that this is the last episode. So it's the last time I'm going to be saying this. Welcome back to my series, NaayahRenee and College. NaayahRenee and College. So the first episode, we talked about getting this apartment. The second episode, we talked about college love, which I don't have still, so don't worry about that. I'm gonna get one. And the third episode, we talked about college and your majors, and well, my major and how I got to it. But I was just sitting here thinking, I need to be different. I need to be special. I need to be something. Let's talk about college and your family. The college life and being with your family, y'all. That's the part. That's the real kicker. This is the end. This is what we're going to talk about. Let's get into it. I'll be right back. All right, y'all. Hold on. Let me fix the lighting. I am back. So this is the last episode of the series, y'all. Last episode. So I want to talk about something that really does affect all of us. The college life and your relationship with your family, you know? Y'all, I love my family so much. They're like blessings to my life. They're the best things that's ever happened to me. And I appreciate them every day that I'm with them. But when I tell you they are the most annoying people I've ever met on this planet Earth, they are the most annoying people I've ever met. When I tell you, hold on, I gotta stay in the light. Like, they want me home every 5 minutes. And they need to understand, no one wants to do that. Like, I'm Jewish. I don't know if I feel like I told y'all, but I feel like you need to remember. I need a little, I can't remember the words, so you lucky. But I'm Jewish, so there's a lot of Jewish holidays that I have to celebrate. I don't want to go home for everyone. My family wants me to come home for everyone. Like, there's too many. Even my friends are like, girl, you go home a lot. I don't want to do that. It's not even just for the holidays. Sometimes I have to go home to do something for my mom or for my dad. And it's just like, I don't want to do that. I really don't. Like, I love my family so much, but sometimes I just want to be in my own space by myself, you know? Like, I want to be here, like, because, you know, as I told you, I have my own room. I have my own apartment. So going home and just to, like, a bickering family that they don't even make food no more, y'all. And you know what's funny? You know what's really funny? I be on the phone with my mom. And she be cooking all the time. As soon as I go home, she is not in that kitchen. Why you not in the kitchen? I'm on the phone with her the other day. She was like, yeah, I made some red beans with some turkey necks. I'm like, ooh. She's like, and then the next day, she's like, yeah, I made some ribs with some mashed potatoes. Ribs? Since when you make ribs? Y'all, I've lived with that lady for 18 years. She never made ribs. All of a sudden, I'm in college. She making ribs? Ribs? Some beef ribs? She be cooking now that I'm gone. But then when I say it, she like, oh, you don't be cooking. Because who wants to cook? I come home. You don't even touch the stove. The only thing I see that lady touch the stove for is some tea. She'll make a tea real quick in the morning with some little cake on the side, some coffee cake, but she will not touch that no food. Won't touch the oven. And you know what? I'm talking a lot, but at the same time, I can't be mad because if I was in her position, I wouldn't touch the oven either. I barely touch the oven as is. I love cooking, but I don't be feeling like cooking, you know? And so it's just like, I can't be mad, but it's just like, damn, old lady. Damn. But it's just, you know, but also another thing, my parents are divorced. So I'm going home. They fight about it a lot. She be like, my dad be like, oh no, you can't go to your mom's. You was at your mom's last time. Or my mom be like, you can't go to your dad's. You was at your dad's last time. I don't want to be at either of y'all's. I want to be back home in my own apartment. You know? And I had to tell my mom and my dad that the other day. I was like, I love y'all. Y'all are the best thing that's ever happened to me. But in the nicest way possible, I don't want to do this. I really don't. Like, who wants to be switching back and forth, y'all? And then, if I go to the other's house, they bother me about it. They bother me. You are the one that's divorced. Y'all need to figure that out. That's not me. I'm grown. I can do whatever I want. I'm 21 years old. Why would I not do that? You know? So it's just very irritating. You know, so like as I've grown older, like my relationship with them is still a very good relationship. I talk to my mom and dad almost every day, I'm lying. I don't talk to them almost every day. Almost every other day, because I be forgetting. And they don't be calling me like that either, but it's whatever, we still talk. And it's just like, I love them, but it's just like, with this relationship, being at college is really like, I don't have just like a biased point of view about them. I have like an outside point of view because I'm not with them every day. I have my siblings calling me about them, you know. I love my parents, but they're different. They're blessings. So being a child of divorced parents, I don't know. It's really like shaped me in college. So like going home all the time is something that I do. You know, going like being switched between those two, it's just something that I do. So if you have divorced parents and you come to college, expect to be bothered. Expect to be bothered. You're gonna be bothered, but you know, in the nicest way possible. I wouldn't have any other way. I want to be bothered. Because who else is gonna bother me? You know, you don't always have this time with your family. So for them to bother me, it's annoying, but it's needed. It's annoying, but it's needed, you know? So when you come to college, expect to be like talked to all the time if you have good parents. You know, expect your siblings to text you a lot. Expect a lot. Expect a lot. College is a funny thing. College is cool, but with your family, it really changes how you view your family. You go from being an insider to a spectator, you know? Because you're not with them all the time, so the decisions that they do don't really affect you as much to a certain degree, if that makes sense, you know? So you're watching this and you're just like, why would you do that? And they're like, oh, they be stuttering. And you're like, why would you do that? You know, you question their stuff more. But I feel like that helps you in your relationship with them, and it also helps you transition into an adult, you know? Like, I feel like being away from my family and looking at them from like miles away, it really has helped me and shaped me, you know? So that's all I can say. Like, being family is very important. It's very cool, but it does change when you go to college. When you go to college, being with your family, how you view them, how your relationship with them, it changes. But it's based on the relationship you have with your family and how you still talk to them. It could change in a good way or bad. I feel like it affected me in a good way because it gave me an independence, and I understand how to live on my own to a certain extent, you know? But you miss them. You know, this family. You always want to talk to them. But if you have a bad family, it also gives you an independence, but in a different way. You know what I mean? I feel like y'all know what I mean. But, you know, it's just, I love it. It's something that I needed and I wanted. And I appreciate it a lot. You know, I really do appreciate being away from them. I appreciate being able to go to them. Because, you know, school's about to end, y'all. I'm about to be with them for another 2 months. But as of right now, it's, you know, something cute. And I appreciate, you know. Would I do it again? Yes. Would I change some of my decisions? I don't know. I would just have to go through life again to see. But that's all I wanted to talk about, how like college can affect your life and how you go back and forth and like, you know, your family relationship. And it's fun and I love it, but it does have an effect on it, you know. So I just wanted to talk about it and tell y'all about it. And I appreciate you for listening. I appreciate you for staying for all of these episodes about college and how it affected like my life, my relationships, my life, my living situation and all of that. So I really appreciate that y'all listen to me and y'all talk to me about it. So love y'all down. This is your girl NaayahRenee. Last time, y'all. I'm out.
High volume. Am I really that much